we're going to look at leadership from a completely different, unorthodox perspective. Typically, leadership is title, authority, ownership. We're not looking at it like that today. I define leadership with one word. Leadership is influence.
And what I want to do this morning is I want to share 12 different strategies with you. I call them the 12 X's. 12 different strategies to help you intentionally increase the influence that you have, and not just increase your influence, but to increase your influence to bring about positive outcomes in both your professional life and your personal life.
You are a changing person.
Every day?
Every day. Man, it feels like in life, the only constant is change, isn't it? And if that's true, then what I want to do today, my goal today, is to impact the direction of change in your life as a result of hanging out with me.
A lot of people look at the imagery, they see the word leadership, and then they see that. Who knows what that is? It's a chess piece. Which piece? It's a pawn. Now, does anybody sense that there's something's missing? Why would you have the word leadership next to a pawn? Why would that seem to not work? Because it's a pawn! And if you know anything about chess, when you think of leadership, when you think of power, you do not think about the pawn. I mean, who has all the power on the chessboard? The queen! But you do everything to protect who? The kings, just like a marriage. Just like my marriage. Let me tell you who has all the power. It's not me. The pawn, the lowly pawn. Who cares about the pawn? Isn't the pawn the throwaway piece on the way to victory?
Not in the hands of a chess master. One or two savvy moves with a pawn can radically influence the outcome of a game. And there's something that I'm noticing in organizations and groups that I work with all over the country, and that is this. There is a growing pawn mentality or victim mentality. Many people think they are the throwaway piece in this game called life. But y'all, victims are those that have things happen to them, while leaders are those that influence what goes on around them. I'm going to say 1, you're going to close your eyes. I'm going to say 2, you're going to point at what you think is true north. Now, don't give me no wussy point. I want you to make a stand, okay? And then when I say 3, I want you to open your eyes, but keep your hands pointed at where you think true north is, okay? Everybody got it? Okay, 1, eyes closed. Mine are open. I can see yours if yours are still open. Close them. 2, point. Keep your arms up. 3, look around. Keep your arms pointed. Oh my gosh, look at y'all. We got here, we got here, we got here. Okay, y'all that are doing this one, that's my favorite. That's up. Okay, if we put all of us right now in a giant canoe, and we all have paddles, and I said, okay, take us north, we would be moving in circles. And about 6 of y'all would be holding your paddles like this. If we're not reminding each other throughout the year of our goals, of our targets, look how easy it is to get off track. Every single one of us knows the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. But look how few of us pointed north. Yeah, you came inside and bam, just these walls got us off course. Think about how easy we can get off course once we just get into our routines, we get into our schedules, we get into doing everything that we're responsible for, making sure we're doing all of our day-to-day tasks, and the broader picture, our goals, the changes we want to make us the best we can be for our clients, our students. Look how easy it is for us to get off course.
Folks, what I want you to understand, when you have goals, when you have targets, these are the things that inspire hope within us. Why did you choose education? Think back. I guarantee it was not so you could disaggregate data. You chose education so you could positively influence the lives of young people. That is inspiring. Don't let the good things rob you of the best things. What do I mean by that? Oh, y'all, there are so many good things clamoring for your time and your attention and your energy. So much so that if you keep saying yes to all these good things, you are going to burn out. You are. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to look back at your calendar over the last year or so, and I want you to see all the things that you've been so busy doing. And I want you to find, get this, some good things to cut out of your life. See, the enemy of you being the best is not the worst. Every one of you is smart enough to know to cut out the worst things. The enemy of you truly being the best, get this, is good things.
Managers, where are my managers? Managers, the cynics on your team will sabotage what you're trying to build on your team. They will sabotage it because cynicism, y'all, I believe, is the cancer of the attitude.
And how many of you have ever met those teachers who have retired? Oh, don't get me wrong. They show up to work every day. But come on, they've retired. They're in almost every building. You see them walking down the hall. Their shoulders are slumped. Their feet are shuffling. They're mumbling to themselves. If you sneak up behind them, you can hear what they're saying. It's usually something like, 3 more years. 3 more years. But what is so sad is when you sneak up behind them and you hear them say, 27 more years.
And we just talked about and we just agreed that attitude is contagious. And cynicism can infect an entire team, and there's no room for it on our work teams. In our lives, at work, in our relationships, in our families, this is the ugliest thing I'm going to say to you. You get what you tolerate. And if you're not willing to at least try to have the hard conversation, then nothing's going to change.
I've tried to share with you 12 real simple strategies that you can implement day in and day out, both professionally and personally, to help you intentionally increase the influence that you have to bring about positive outcomes. This is not rocket science. This is common sense, redefined leadership.